Dear friends, today I want to share with you an amazing story about how the two youngest children of Queen Mary and King Frederik have grown up right before our eyes. I'm talking about Prince Vincent, Frederik, Minnick Alexander, and Princess Josephine, Sophia, Ivalo, Matilda, who were born on the 8th of January 2011 and are now already true teenagers. You know, watching royal children grow up is a very special kind of joy. We've seen them since the moment they were born, followed every major moment of their lives, and now these little ones we remember as babies have turned into elegant young people. Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine became third and fourth in the line of succession to the Danish throne after their grandmother Queen Margrethe II abdicated on the 14th of January 2024. Their story began with a grand christening ceremony which took place just 3 months after they were born, on the 14th of April 2011. Just imagine the scene. A double ceremony at the chapel of Holmen Church with the babies dressed in traditional royal christening gowns. Vincent, who was born 26 minutes before his sister, wore the family's christening gown that has been used since 1870 and in which his older brothers and sisters were baptised. And Princess Josephine was baptised in a white gown that once belonged to her great-grandmother, Queen Ingrid of Denmark. That kind of generational continuity is really touching, isn't it? But what truly amazes me about the way these children are being raised is how their parents strive to give them as normal a childhood as possible, despite their royal status. Princess Josephine showed her courage and strong character from a very early age. In July 2015, when she was only 4 years old, she broke her arm falling off a horse at the Royal Summer Residence in Graston. But you know what? Just a week later, that brave little girl showed up at the annual horse parade in Graston with a blue cast on her arm, making funny faces for the photographers and looking anything but upset. And a year later, she got back in the saddle and continued horseback riding. Now that's a true royal spirit. When the twins turned 6, they started attending a regular public school, Tranagarskollen in Gentofte. That was quite unusual for royal children, but King Frederik and Queen Mary decided early on that their children should have as normal an education as possible. Do you remember those touching photos from their first day of school on the 15th of August 2017? The little ones in their light blue uniforms standing outside Amalienborg Palace. You could see that little Vincent was a bit scared and even crying. But Mary hugged him, and his tears quickly turned into a smile. Moments like that show us that even in royal families, kids are still just kids. In 2020, the twins continued their education in Switzerland at the Lamena Verbia International School, where their older siblings had also studied. Unfortunately, their 12-week program was cut short because of the pandemic, and the children returned home. Now, in 2025, they are attending different schools in Denmark. As for where they live, the twins grew up splitting their time between two magnificent residences, Amalienborg Palace in Copenhagen and Fredensborg Palace. Amalienborg is the official royal residence, while Fredensborg is the country estate spread over almost 300 acres of land near Lake Esrum. There, the children can ride horses, run around the grounds, and simply enjoy nature. In May 2025, the family finally moved into the Chancellery House at Fredensborg, while Queen Margrethe took over the main house. The twins are very active in sports. They love running, skiing, horseback riding, and tennis. The family regularly goes on ski vacations in Verbier, Switzerland, and the children have participated in the Royal Run of Denmark since a young age. In 2018, they proudly posed with their medals alongside their older siblings, and in 2024, Vincent and Josephine even shared their medals with the family's border collies. How adorable is that? They also love being sports fans. In October 2021, the twins went with their mum to a World Cup qualifying match at Parken Stadium. The kids wore scarves with the Danish team's logo and cheered excitedly for their national team. At the age of 10, the twins received their very own royal monograms, an important milestone in the life of any member of the Danish royal family. The monograms were designed by graphic designer Charlotte Søjborg Olsen and feature King Christian V's crown above the first letters of the children's names. Princess Josephine's monogram is done in a cursive style, with loops, an elegant letter J, while Prince Vincent's monogram is more classic, a simple letter V, with a double line on the right side. Every year, the palace releases official birthday portraits of the twins, and it's fascinating to see how quickly they're growing up. In the 2023 portraits, Princess Josephine, wearing a white blouse and a pearl necklace, looked just like her mother, while Prince Vincent, in a simple purple hoodie, showed off a more relaxed style. One of the most exciting events happened in July 2024, when the twins unexpectedly joined their parents on a trip to Greenland. This wasn't a beach vacation. It was an educational expedition, complete with raincoats, aimed at strengthening ties between Denmark and its self-governing territory. The family visited an Arctic research station, studied marine life in Disco Bay, and even helped set up a unique microphone for whales. The children also learnt about Inuit culture in the town of Sisimiut, but they still found time for fun, playing football, and taking part in a family-run. Princess Josephine has already shown real acting talent. At the end of 2024, she appeared in an episode of DR's Christmas calendar series, The Time Travel Journey, and the palace didn't even announce it beforehand. What's especially impressive is that she got the role through a regular audition, just like any beginner actor. It wasn't her first experience either. In 2023, she performed in a theatrical production of Peter Pan in Tivoli, Copenhagen. Maybe she inherited her love for the arts from her grandmother, former Queen Margrethe II, who is deeply involved in film and theatre. The highlight of the past year was the appearance on the balcony at Amalienborg Palace, the first for King Frederik and Queen Mary as monarchs. All four of their children were present at this historic moment when their father gave his first speech as King of Denmark. Princess Josephine and Prince Vincent looked incredibly elegant and grown up. She in a black dress with gold accents, he in a classic black tuxedo with a velvet bow tie. Now, at the age of 14, the twins are already learning the art of public speaking and preparing for their future royal duties. At the same time, their parents are doing their best to maintain a balance between royal responsibilities and a normal childhood. Watching Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine grow up is truly a joy. They are becoming smart, talented, and confident young people who will one day play an important role in the future of the Danish monarchy. And we, as devoted followers of the royal family, will continue to follow their incredible journey into adulthood.